on five,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, and welcome to Premium Ballet Talk. We are honored to have our national artist for dance, Miss Alice Reyes. Hello, AR.
Hi, it's always good to see you. This
I
is
know.
remarkable.
So we're gonna go straight to the interview, and
Okay.
the first topic is what makes you happy. Letter H. H.A.P.P.Y. What makes you happy? Aside from dance.
a lot of
Aside from
things.
dance. Yeah. Aside.
That make me happy. I wake up in the morning and I can actually hear birds. So I'm thinking, oh my God, the trees are there, the birds are there. So that makes me happy. I mean, it takes very little to make me happy. I hear a song that reminds me of something that makes me. I love to hear children's voices. I like to hear chit chat in the kitchen with friends who are cooking with me. So a lot of things make me happy. Dance, talking, choreography, exchanging ideas. Yes. I would love to be in the theater again. That would make me happy. I would love to see my grandson. That would make me happy.
So we know that our lives have been disturbed tremendously, and we're in like a chaos at the moment. But do you appreciate anything about this pandemic? I mean, is there anything that you appreciate that's happening because of the pandemic?
Well, I think it really depends what time of the day you ask me that. I mean, I can be very stoic and say, well, it's a great opportunity for people to kind of examine themselves because you have more time to think about yourself and you really get to know, what makes you tick, what makes you unhappy, what you need to do to make you happy. It's been a learning experience for me. I've had 4 dancers living with me, for instance, and to be around that kind of youthful energy and to see what brings them up, what brings them down, the dynamics, that was a gift to me. 2 months with 4 dancers living here.
I know.
Watch dancers discover another part of themselves. That was that was amazing to me. Katrine, one of the best ballerinas we have, she can do both, Swan Lake and Cinderella, and she can do barefoot dances, very modern. She's a fantastic editor.
Right.
Fantastic editor. Yeah. And Monica can write and speak and give lectures. So the discovery of watching, it's like a flower blooming like this right in front of your eyes. So that was something that I loved during this time. It was an opportunity that I may not have had time to sit and observe. So that was very, yeah. So ganyan. The dynamic of the dancers who've had to cope with working on Zoom, choreographers who had to choreograph on Zoom and then put their works together. That was also quite an amazing experience that I would never have had were it not for the pandemic. I could, it's like, okay, I could do without that. I would rather that they were able to choreograph right away. But yeah, you always look for the silver lining. That's what I keep.
Yes.
I keep telling people.
Nice one. Apart from dance, again, are you passionate about anything? You mentioned about cooking with your friends. Any other passions that came back because of this pandemic?
Well, I really never thought of myself as a cook or a baker. But when I had retired from being artistic director of the company, I thought, I can't. And I was living in Belvedere, going back and forth, Manila, Belvedere, in California and back. I did learn how to bake, and I did enjoy that very much. and I did enjoy. I did, I would do fantastic table arrangements because it was my you know, I would do 3 desserts. I would do ganyan. So it was like it was my mini production, and I told my can you give me feedback, because we're so used to getting applause when we're on stage. We all need feedback. Can you give me some feedback, please? It was so funny. It was a weird time, and but that was a newfound joy. What else did I enjoy? Oh, I do creative work with a family corporation that we have in Pampanga, the Crisara thing.
Yeah.
So I'm quite passionate about working with Filipino artisans.
Fantastic.
Not just, we have fantastic dancers, musicians, painters, but we have extremely talented Filipino artisans. They do things with their hands so beautifully, unlearned, untaught.
Yeah.
Carvers from the mountain province who will do beautiful Botticelli-like figures. Or Madonna-like faces. I'm just so in awe of that natural talent. Yeah, so when I talk about Crisara and the products, I'm always talking about the Filipino artisans and craftsmen. We are surrounded by these people. I'm a little bit sad, you know why? Because that takes so much time and support. And it's so much easier to be a programmer or a call center person, or even a tricycle, owner, and do that, rather than learn from your father, who was a carver. I'm sad about that. We're losing our craftsmen, our artisans. So that's a real concern.
It's not passed on, you mean? It's not passed on to the next generation?
No. It just masyado mahirap. It's so hard to get wood to carve with, to find the market. I'm glad that they were able to bring back the weaving, remember?
Right.
And people are painting, pero yung carving, nawawala na yon. We're so good at finishing. We can, we do things at Crisara that are sold in Venice and in Italy, and they think it's 18th century.
Oh my God! Fantastic. Now, because your birthday is October, and we all know that towards the end of October, it's the festive Halloween, ganyan. What is your favorite poison, if I might ask?
Poison? I never think poison. I don't know. What your poison might be something else to me. You tell me what your poison is, and then I'll pick up on that.
I love just a simple mojito. I can make just with Sprite and brew your own,
Yeah, I am an old-fashioned girl.
Meaning,
what that is? That's bourbon and a cube of sugar, and you can indulge. I always like to put a slice of orange and then some bitters. That's it. And ice.
Yeah.
It's fun. Or a social poison drink of mine is a really dry martini, gin martini. There are some people who make them so well, I don't even ask if it's shaken or stirred. My sister, for instance, is a very special martini maker, but she chills everything. The glasses are chilled, everything is chilled. So when she gives it to you, oh my God, it's ambrosia. But I don't do it without her. I don't drink it by myself. I'm a social. I will take red wine with a lot of company.
Right. Now the Y, it's like this acronym is YOLO. You only live once. Some daring stuff. Some daring stuff. Just, I don't know, what would you do with that kind of beat? What would you do?
I would watch. yearn for time with my grandson, which is growing up so fast. I had always been part of his life. You know, even if I came here, I would be here for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, and I'd go back there. It's been over a year since I saw him, so that's very tough. I yearn to have a simple lunch with my classmates from Marinol,
Right, right.
which I haven't had because they're all a little bit cautious. I'm the least cautious.
Yeah,
I've
airing.
I've met with dancers. I go to the factory. I've met with people from CCP who are not afraid to have lunch with me. But my Marinol friends, because they're older, we're at that older level. I haven't seen them
Right,
for,
right.
for almost 2 years. So that's a real pain.
Yeah.
And then of course I yearn to be back in the theater. I yearn to see live theater, and that's probably just us.
Yeah, that's us. That's my number one, to be
I remember working with you on Snow White or in
Cinderella is our last.
or Cinderella. I admire you because you're always coming up with something like this. That's really good. That's very good. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And that's it for our happy interview. And I'm glad to share these moments with you.
Thank you. Thank you for good luck with everything, Liz.
Thank you so much.